Broncos country, Breece Hall is a Hall of Fame talent, and I'm going to make the case for why he needs to be the Broncos' top priority this offseason. Secure Breece Hall changes everything. So, y'all be sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Shout out to Kalshi for sponsoring the videos. We'll take a look at Broncos Super Bowl odds later on. Use the code DTB for a $10 bonus when you sign up there. But let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. And here's the main point. Sean Payton and George Payton should take a page out of Howie Roseman's book with what he did with the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? Don't be satisfied with a good room. In our case, don't be satisfied with an average room or with an average offense. Go out and get a player that can absolutely change the trajectory of your offense, of your team, and win you a Super Bowl. And a few years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles had the opportunity to do this when, they had a great year out of DeAndre Swift, guys. People forget that. Look at DeAndre Swift. He had a 1,000-yard season in Philadelphia. Look at that right there. 1,049 yards. And you know what they said? They said, you know what? We're going to move on from DeAndre Swift, and we're going to go out and get a Hall of Fame talent in Saquon Barkley that has been on some terrible New York Giants football teams. Coming off of not a great year. Didn't even rush for 1,000 yards in 2023, but, they said, we're going to go all in. We know that he's so much better than what he's shown because of the team that he's on. Now we're going to put him on a good offense, on a good team, surrounded by a good offensive line, and then watch him cook. And he ran for 2,000 yards on their way to a dominating Super Bowl win last year. Now 2025, okay, wasn't so great. Who even cares? He still ran for 1,100 yards. Still one of the best running backs in the NFL. But Saquon Barkley, Hall of Fame talent, no doubt about it. Breece Hall is in that same mold, okay? Look at what Breece Hall has done with the New York Jets. Look at what he has done. Averaging 4.5 yards a carry on some terrible teams. Was a 1,000-yard rusher this year on a horrible New York Jets team. Second worst team in the NFL, right? He can also catch the ball. So over 1,000 all-purpose yards the last 3 seasons. He must be past 1,300 yards on all these seasons as well. Just a very, very good running back. And you watch the way in which he plays. He can take it to the house. He's got elite vision. He's got elite balance. He can juke a guy. He can run past a guy. He can run through a guy. He's a true 3-down back. And some other guys have commented about this. Sean Payton will run the ball, but he needs to run it with somebody that he trusts, okay? Sean Payton doesn't fully trust Julian McLaughlin or RJ Harvey, and that's fine. RJ Harvey, I think he's a fine RB2, ideally. You need to bring in somebody that is absolutely elite, and that is Breece Hall. Look at what he's done on absolutely horrible teams, okay? The same with Saquon Barkley. Now, this is a situation in which the Broncos, they have an even better opportunity than the Philadelphia Eagles had when they signed Saquon Barkley, because Saquon was already like 27 years old. Guys, Breece Hall isn't even 25 years old yet. He isn't even 25 years old yet. So you can sign him to a 4-year, $55 million contract, okay? You can structure it to where his cap hit can be as low as like $5 million this year if you want it. You could add void years to where it goes down to just a few million this year. Okay. There's ways to bring him in, still make him, top paid running back on a, annual value or something like that, or one of the most. But yeah, paying him, I think Stokely said the other day, I think he was talking about, you got to go pay this guy like $13 million plus. Yes, you can do that comfortably with where we're at. And we're not even cutting Ben Powers yet. But get Bo Nix, get this offense like a true Hall of Fame talent. Breece Hall would be the best running back we've had here since Clinton Portis. No doubt about it. And Clinton Portis was on a Hall of Fame trajectory here in Denver. And I think he would have ended up in the Hall of Fame had he stayed here. But obviously, we made the right trade there, I think. But with how shallow this wide receiver free agency class is looking, everybody in the draft is talking about how this draft is filled with great wide receiver talent. Okay. So go get Breece Hall. You can go ahead and do that. You get the best offensive weapon out there. You sign another tight end to complement Evan Ingram, and then you sign another one as well because our room was just that bad. You draft a wide receiver with your first or second round pick, gives him the opportunity to develop slowly a little bit, or, to where hopefully he can have nice impact for you in the second half of the year. I guess kind of like Emeka Egbuka, some of these other guys. I mean, like Luther Burden really came around with Chicago the second half of the year, right? But you can give him time. If we get a guy like Denzel Boston, or say we just trade for Jalen Waddle too with our first round pick, that'd be sick. But nonetheless, you can draft a wide receiver instead of signing one. Sign Breece Hall. Invest in the offensive line, the defensive line, tight end. Again, I think it's probably best to draft or sign one. But if Kenyon Sadiq's there at 30, maybe that's what you do. I don't really care. Get a Hall of Fame talent that Sean Payton can trust. Okay. We should not be satisfied. Like the Philadelphia Eagles were not satisfied with DeAndre Swift's 1,000-yard season. They went and signed Saquon Barkley. He ran for 2,000 yards, and they won a Super Bowl. It's worth it every single time. And like I said, Breece Hall is in 27. The man isn't even 25 yet. Okay, he is just now entering his prime. On Bo Nix's rookie deal, you can afford to pay him. You can make him the highest paid running back in the NFL if you wanted to, or close to it. I mean, I don't think he'll be the highest paid running back in the NFL, but you can make him one of the top. No doubt about it. And he can change everything for this offense because people are forgetting. In order to get on the field, you have to have Sean Payton's trust. You say, Dave, we should just draft a guy. There is no 100% probability, right, that a rookie running back is going to have Sean Payton's trust. We know that bringing in a Hall of Fame talent in Breece Hall would have Sean Payton's trust. No doubt about it. As much as I love some of these running backs you guys have talked about in the draft, we don't know. We just don't know. To me, I would much rather take that risk with our wide receiver room, with where it's at right now. I mean, it's fine, not elite. You can sign a guy or draft a guy, that hopefully can take it to an elite room. But in the meantime, our running back room was terrible, man. After J.K. Dobbins went down, we should not be satisfied with that. You go and sign Breece Hall. You have R.J. Harvey here. After the draft, you bring back J.K. Dobbins on a veteran minimum deal to be like the backup running back, okay? Veteran presence. Somebody Sean Payton also trusts if somebody goes down. And then you also draft a running back, okay? Preferably before like round 6. We're going to keep 4 running backs on the active roster. That's a stacked room. That's a stacked room, how you do that. So, yes, this is the key. This is the key. And again, with George Pickens, Alec Pierce, these guys likely not going anywhere with their respective teams. We're talking about, okay, do we go after like Mike Evans or Wan'Dale Robinson or a few of these other guys in free agency? That's where the wide receiver group is. No, you spend your money in free agency on a Hall of Fame running back in Breece Hall. Now, you might say, Dave, I like Tyler Algier. Don't even tell me that Tyler Algier even sniffs the level of talent that Breece Hall is. He doesn't. This guy can make a play from anywhere. After Breece Hall, maybe Travis Etienne. He's good too. But Breece Hall is in a class of his own. And the Broncos have the opportunity and the cap space to get it done. My friend Cameron Parker, go follow him on Twitter. He brought up the fact that Breece Hall, of course, knows guys that are directly connected to Sean Payton. Their GM, Muji, and their coach, Glenn. Both Sean Payton guys, right? I think that there's a real chance that Denver's one of the prime favorites to land Breece Hall because there are already these connections there that are connecting him to Denver. To me, it just makes so much sense. You get a backfield of Breece Hall and RJ Harvey. You bring back Dobbins. You get a big back that can, in the draft that can get, those goal line or close distance to gain carries and all that. Get a thumper. I mean, we're in business. Then you draft Eli Heidenreich at fullback. It's going to be over, man. That's what we need to do. To me, it's not worth overspending at wide receiver, right? Bring in Wan'Dale Robinson or bring in Breece Hall. You bring in Breece Hall every single time, okay? Bring in David Njoku and Tyler Algier, or do you bring in, I don't know, bring in Dallas Goedert and Breece Hall? Give me Dallas Goedert and Breece Hall. That's how I see it. We can still spend money on a linebacker, but probably not Devin Lloyd type money, which is fine. We don't need to do that. Harvey will take a step forward, no doubt about it. But again, it's about wanting to be elite at the position group. I think Harvey ideally is a very, very nice number 2, just like Courtland Sutton is a very, very nice number 2. It's like that. We're kind of in the same situation. There are no wide receiver ones available in free agency. Like legitimate, this guy's entering the prime of his career. He is elite at this point. We know what's up. We're going to pay elite money. No. You got a guy or two like that at the running back position in free agency. Breece Hall is not signing back with the Jets. So they got to make this happen. He's a Hall of Fame talent. Let's not get so stuck on, he's going to cost this much money. You got a quarterback on a rookie deal. The Russell Wilson money it's off the books. Who cares how much it costs when he could be the missing piece in propelling us to a Super Bowl? That's what I'm talking about. We need to get back to having a fullback, someone to clear the path for Dobbins and Harvey. I mean, I think Adam Prentice is a good fullback. I could argue that I'd like to see him on the field more, but Sonny, check out Eli Heidenreich out of Navy. Dude's awesome. Man, the 4 running backs, man. No, man, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, Kodiak. We ain't doing it. T-Fishes. The whole we need a wide receiver 1 talk is so annoying. Bring in Breece Hall, bring back JK on the league below. Average contract with the Simmons. Incentives, draft Jonah Coleman or Mike Washington. I draft Pregnon at pick 32. I would be totally okay with that. Yeah, you move on from Ben Powers most likely. I think that there is a possibility that he does take a pay cut to come back. I think that could be a possibility. That's not based on anything. I'm not a reporter. That's just based on like my intuition, just thinking about this thing and looking at the free agency class, different things like that. Okay. I don't really know if Ben Powers would find himself in a better situation. So keep an eye out for that. We do have a lot of leverage with Ben Powers because we can cut him as a post June 1st, like you brought up T-Fishes in the past, and we can save like $13 million. So yes, Kodiak, he's the next Saquon Barkley. Breece Hall is, and you know what? He's even better than Saquon Barkley because he's only 24 years old. How often do you have the opportunity to sign a Hall of Fame talent level running back before he enters his prime years at 25 years old? 5,000 scrimmage yards in 4 years, missing half the year due to an ACL tear, is legitimately a generational player. Yes, we do not need to overthink this. Hell, we got so much cap space. We got so much flexibility. We got the richest owners by far in the NFL. We could sign him to a 4-year, $60 million deal. That's $15 million per year. And you know what? We could do it without it really hurting our cap situation much at all, especially for the next 2 years. Because what you're wanting to do is kind of front load this thing a little bit, man. Pick up a wide receiver and running back in free agency, then a tight end in the draft. I'd say, man, we need a tight end that we know can block. Maybe that's Kenyon Sadiq. I'm not really sure. Le'Veon Moss in the draft, that would be cool. He'd be a great RB4 right now. He is great, but I don't know about Hall of Fame, to be honest. I mean, you can disagree. That's fine, BK. I mean, if he played his whole career with the Jets, he's probably not a Hall of Famer. But you look at the production that he's had with missing half a season with a torn ACL, 5,000 all-purpose yards. Yeah, yeah. He's on that same Saquon Barkley track when it comes to his production, man. Yeah, releasing Ben before June 1st is about $8 million savings. Again, after June 1st, if we designate him for that, it's like 13 million, which is probably what we would do. So yeah, Njoku's my kind of guy, man. Yeah, we're not doing this Kodiak. We're not doing this. Resigning Troutman Kroll and getting Harrison Bryant. No. We're getting somebody like Goddard or Njoku or somebody with a heartbeat. And we should keep Evan Ingram. We should. And it should be with the promise that, yeah, not involving him more was, I think, Sean Payton's biggest failure of the season. And, we still won 14 games, 15 games, playoff game, right? But he led the NFL in separation at the tight end position. He was explosive. He was like one of the top tight end getters in Yak. Sean Payton has to figure out how to get him the ball more. And Davis Webb being involved, I'm hopeful that will be helpful. But right now, I think you keep Evan Ingram and you bring in another tight end. Again, we need like 4. If we cut Evan Ingram, we need 4 new tight ends. That's just not realistic. You at least keep him. And it is somewhat reasonable to bring in 3 between free agency and the draft. So that's my argument, guys. Look at successful franchises as of late. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. They were close. They lost a Super Bowl. They go out and get Saquon Barkley. They move on from a 1,000-yard rusher they had to go pay a premium price for a guy who's a true difference maker. You don't get elite talent without paying for it unless you draft it. And that's a crapshoot. So go and pay Breece Hall whatever he needs. Give him the largest running back guarantee in history. It's not my money. It's Walmart money. Who cares? We got the means to bring him in. So we got to get this done. Right, guys? Yeah, anyone who plays for the Jets is absolutely doomed. And guys, also shout out to Kalshi again. Look at this. When we signed Breece Hall, look at our odds to be the Super Bowl champion. Okay, Seattle's at 12%, leading it. That makes sense. Teams like Kansas City, Green Bay, Detroit, Baltimore, Buffalo, LA over the Broncos. Are you serious? Even the Chargers are at 6%, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Bears and Broncos. But most importantly, Broncos are at 4% with the freaking Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jaguars. What a joke. What a joke. It's time to take advantage of it. Links in the description, okay? I'm going to be throwing some money on it here later because we know our Broncos, we signed Breece Hall legitimately. The path to the Super Bowl, I can see it. I can see it like Paul Atreides, man. Like Paul Atreides after, going through that, the spice agony, man. I can see the golden path. I can see the path forward. It happens. It happens with Breece Hall. So, guys, thank you so much. Tell me I'm right in the comments. I love you all. Go Broncos.